Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz where knowing the obvious is a serious disadvantage. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Suzanne from Paisley. This is my son Martin, also from Paisley.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Corrie from Wakefield, and this is my lovely sister-in-law, Victoria, who lives in Symonston near Burnley in Lancashire.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Kate, originally from Wales, and this is my partner Robin, originally from Northern Ireland, but now we live in Winchester.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Ria. I'm from Leicester, and this is my partner Jack from Barnsley.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. Wonderful to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. His university thesis was on the spatial distribution of elementary education in 19th century Wakefield. But he's actually really good company. It's my new Pointless friend. It's Hugh Dennis.
Yes, thank you.
Enough said.
I know.
Enough
Yeah,
said.
thanks.
Yes. But
Yeah.
look at this lovely
Oh, no,
spread,
they're
this little
fantastic.
crescent
And
of...
all old hands now, aren't you? Apart from Robin and Kate. So how are you feeling?
Good.
A little bit nervous.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody is nervous to start. This is only my... How many shows have I done? I've
Seventh.
done over 2,000 less than you.
Yeah. Over 2,000 less, exactly.
2,000
Yes.
fewer, less.
Yes.
Yeah, whichever. Yeah, but it'll all be fine.
Now, Don and Fran won the jackpot last time. So we start off today with a brand new jackpot. There we are, of £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. At the end of each round, we will always eliminate the pair with the highest score. That's just the rule. So if you don't wish to be that pair, keep your scores as low as you dare. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is nouns and verbs. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns words that can be both nouns and verbs. Hugh.
That's right. So on each pass, we're going to show you 7 pairs of definitions. Each pair describes a word with the same spelling, but the pronunciation of that word changes slightly, whether it's being used as a noun or a verb. What you've got to do is simply tell us the word that you think is the most obscure. And to help, we'll give you the initial letter and the number of letters in that word.
It'll all become much clearer, I think, when we see it written up on the board. Here's hoping. Our first board looks like this. Something given as a gift, introduce or host something, such as a TV show. P7. A person who rises against authority, refuse to conform to conventional rules of behaviour. R5. A legally binding written agreement, decrease in size or number. C8. A research or study assignment, cause one's voice to be heard at a distance. P7. A plastic disc used for playing music, set something down in writing or other permanent form. R6. An open area enclosed by a fence, such as within a prison, make something bad even worse. C8. And an official order or commission, make something compulsory. M7. Martin, welcome back.
Hi.
For the third and final show.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself. We've heard you are in personal training. We've heard that you love to travel. What else?
Yeah,
What
so just
else?
on the travelling, I think my favourite holiday I've ever been to was a family one a few years ago to Dubrovnik.
It's the most beautiful place.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you travel around the rest of Croatia?
No, just in Dubrovnik, but whilst
Yeah.
we were there, we actually went on the Game of Thrones tour to see all the kind of
Because
sets.
King's
and the-
Landing is
Yeah,
Dubrovnik, isn't
absolutely, yeah.
it? Very good indeed. Martin, what are you going to go for here?
I'm going to go for a person who rises against authority as a rebel.
A rebel
Yeah.
or rebel. Rebel, rebel. Let's see how many of our 100 people said rebel, rebel. It's right. Oh, this is good, Martin. This is very good. 24. Great start to the show.
Yeah, well done. It is indeed rebel or rebel. 24, as in a rebel can rebel by playing rebel, rebel.
Nice.
Yeah, do you like that?
Yes.
David Bowie apparently was staying in a hotel in London and heard someone trying to play Rebel Rebel on a guitar nearby. and it was John McEnroe.
Was he playing it on a tennis racket? Sorry, you don't know the answer to that. Thank you very
well,
much.
Bowie invited him in, apparently, for a drink and said, come in for a drink, but don't bring your guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. Now, Victoria, welcome back again for the third and final time. Tell us yet more about yourself, Victoria.
So I enjoy watching films, going to the cinema, but I'm a big James Bond fan.
Are you? Do you have a standout favourite Bond
It's
film?
got to be Daniel Craig, and my favourite film is Skyfall, but
Skyfall.
No Time to Die is a close second.
It's a very, it's a good film, No Time to Die. I can't quite work out, because no sooner have you just seen, close your ears if you haven't yet caught up with it, the bit where Bond, then it says Bond will be back. Clearly they've got a plan. What's your theory?
I don't know, I cried my eyes out when they killed him off, though.
It's so devilish what they did.
He'll return as Jenny Bond, the former royal correspondent for the BBC.
Amazing. She'd have a lipstick that you press the bottom of the... Yeah, or a microphone that turns into a microfiche.
I'm liking where you're going.
I don't know. Not sure what use for that would be. Victoria, what are you going to go for on our board?
I'm going to go for the bottom one, an official order or commission, make something compulsory, and that's mandate.
Mandate, says Victoria. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Mandate is absolutely right. 24 is the only score we have at the moment. If you pass it, down it goes to 20. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, very good. So, for example, the new law mandates that all businesses must have a sustainability mandate. Very good.
Very good.
20.
Very good. Robin, welcome to Point. It's great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Tell us all about yourself, Robin.
So, yeah, I'm a GP doctor, originally from Northern Ireland, as Kate said, but now living in Winchester.
What do you like doing when you leave the surgery?
So I like to run. I've taken to running recently.
Do you run vast distances?
I've done a few marathons, yeah. So
Wow, gosh, that's proper running.
Last marathon I did was London, so...
How long ago?
This year.
Oh, that's terrifying. You're still in the grip of it, aren't you?
It was, yeah.
And Kate, has he signed up for other marathons?
No, but he's done some interesting ones.
Yeah.
Have you?
So I did a marathon a few years ago in Bordeaux, where you sort of ran around different chateaux, and as you were running, each chateau served wine. So it was sort of 26 miles with...
I see.
That is basically called a middle-class pub run.
Yes, middle-class pub run.
Were you thinking you were running a lot faster than you were?
I don't think by the end I knew what, it was just getting to the end was the goal. Yeah.
Getting to the next vineyard. Now,
Good
Robin,
plan.
Okay.
what are you going to go for?
So I'll say the third one down and contract.
Contract. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Contract, absolutely right. 24 our high score, 20 our low. 29, contract.
Yeah, very good. As in the sentence, if you do that, the number of people who sign the contract will contract.
No, that's good. Very
Beautiful.
good. Beautifully summed up. Thank you very much. Ria, welcome back. Good to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Ria.
So I've spent the past couple of years working at a makerspace called the iForge, and it's recently inspired me to buy a 3D printer of my own.
What's the most exciting thing you've 3D printed?
My grandma's sewing machine kind of had a part that was broken. And I know it doesn't sound amazing, but I redesigned it, printed it, and it was just the pride in grandma's eyes, that I'd fixed it. That was
So you
really nice.
redesigned the thing. So you just put in all the measurements.
Yeah, so you use the computer-aided design, and you can create a 3D model of that, and then you create an STL file from that, and then you can use that to 3D print.
Brilliant. Now then, Ria, this board's all yours. Do you want to talk us through it and fill in all the blanks?
Yeah, so the first one I think is present or present, and then the one down from that, project. The one down from that I'm thinking is record, and I'm not sure about the final one. I think I'm going to go with project.
OK, you're going to go with project. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Project, absolutely right. 29, the high score. You pass it. Look at that, down to 7. Very well done indeed, Ria. Brilliant work.
Yeah, brilliant. And the sentence that would explain it is the politician had to project her voice when she announced the project. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yes.
So the top one is indeed present and present. You cleared the board pretty well there. That would have got you 55. The plastic disc you also got is record. That would have been 34. And Zander,
We've got compound and compound.
that would have got 10.
There
So
we
well
go.
done, everyone.
Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Best score of the past, Ria, was yours, 7. Well done to you. 20 is where we find Victoria and Corrie. 24 is where we find Martin and Suzanne. Then up to 29, where we welcome our newcomers, Robin and Kate. So, Kate, a lovely low score from you of the project variety. Might be just the sort of thing to keep you in the game. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more pairs of definitions up on the board, and here they come. We have got someone thought to be guilty of a crime, consider something to be likely, S7. An official document that authorises something, allow or give consent, P6. An amount deducted from the normal price, regard something as unworthy or irrelevant, D8. An arid area of land with very little rainfall, abandon something without intending to return, D6. A bold or daring feat, take advantage of something in an unethical manner, E7. An investigation to find out public opinion, examine a building's condition for a prospective buyer, S6. And a panel with a set of controls for electronic equipment, comfort somebody in distress, C7. There we are. Jack, welcome back to Pointless. Let us hear more about Jack.
Well, something I've not said yet is I, 2 years ago, adopted a bearded dragon into my life, which was fun.
How exciting. And are you now completely au fait with the ways of the bearded dragon?
He's a weird bearded dragon. He really is. Doesn't like crickets or live food, and he's very
You say
sexy.
doesn't like crickets. I was going to say, that's a terrible
Yeah.
thing to discover in a pet. I mean, he quite likes the 100, I'll be perfectly honest, but he just can't get his head around test cricket at all. What's his name?
Drax.
Nice. That's good. Now then, Jack, you're on 7, which means 21 or less gets you into the next round. What are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to go for the one I feel most strongly about, so discount or discount.
Discount, discount. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Here's your red line. Not bad at all. 27, taking your total up to 34.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. Discount and a discount, as in it's still pretty cheap, even if you discount the discount.
Nice. Kate, welcome. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Kate.
So I'm originally from Wales, as I said, and I'm an actor, amongst other things. I think one of my favourite shows that I've done is Saturday Night Fever.
That's fun. Where did you do that?
I actually did it on a cruise ship.
You see, that's the most fun place to do a show, I gather. And they have the most brilliant theatres, don't they?
Amazing. You'd never think you could fit a theatre like that on a ship.
They're bigger than a lot of West End theatres, aren't they? So are you lining up for more cruise ship productions?
Maybe not going away on a cruise ship in the near future, but
No, it's
other
quite
things.
yes,
I'm
it's quite a
open to
long
whatever.
commitment. Well, maybe something to go and do for fun.
Yeah.
Maybe, yes, exactly. If Robin can be persuaded to take a sabbatical, and you can persuade me, he could run around the deck, I don't know, while you're getting ready. I don't know. Kate, you're on 29. We're looking for a score of 4 or less from you at this stage.
Okay, I think I'm going to go for the second one down, an official document that authorises something or allow or give consent, a permit or permit.
Permit, permit, says Kate. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say permit, permit. Not bad at all. 19. Good score, taking your total up to 48.
Yeah, exactly right. Permit and permit. So the permit permits you to do something, which is brilliant.
Thank you very much indeed. Corrie, welcome back.
Hi.
Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Corrie.
I'm really a big Prince fan, and for Victoria's hen do, we all had to dress up as our favourite 80s rock star. So I dressed up as Prince with a full moustache and beard and ran around Brighton with an electric guitar.
But you were in purple, in sort of frock coat.
Purple Rain, yeah.
Oh.
The the whole look.
Superb. And the full hair
The full
and everything.
hair, the beard, the moustache.
Oh, I bet that looked fantastic.
It was a sight to behold.
I did think it probably was. Now, you're on 20. We're looking for a score of 27 or less.
I'm going to go for the bottom one, a panel with a set of controls for electronic equipment and comfort somebody in distress, and say console and console.
Console and console. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Here's your red line. Console. Console. Gets you through. Down it goes to 15. Very well done indeed. 35. You're so...
Very good. So, for example, I would console you if you broke your computer console. That's and I would genuinely do that.
Yeah, and he would. He's
would.
very good, particularly with
I'm
electronics.
very kind like that.
Yes, very kind-hearted.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Well
indeed.
done.
Suzanne, welcome back. And I say this with a heavy heart because I know this is your last appearance on Pointless.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make this count. Please tell us more about yourself, Suzanne.
Well, during lockdown, I watched Bob Ross, the painter. So I bought some canvas and I started doing some canvas painting, yeah.
They're amazing old shows, those, aren't
Oh,
they?
they're brilliant.
They're just fantastic.
Yeah.
I quite like his hairstyle. The whole look of Bob Ross is in itself a picture.
Yeah.
But so is your wall, all your walls covered in your own daubings?
No.
Maybe because you sell them.
No.
No, it's in Paisley. You want people queuing up for your
Buy
canvases.
them.
Wow, it's a thought. It's a thought. Now, Suzanne, 23 or less is what we're looking for from you. Would you like to talk us through the board?
No. I only know one. The arid area of land, desert.
Desert. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said that? Here is your red line. Desert is absolutely right. Oh no! 37 for desert, taking your total up to 61.
Yeah, but very good. Desert and dessert. Not to be confused, of course, with the noun desserts, which is I really fancy one right now, don't you?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
beautiful. Sandra, rest of the board.
So, suspect.
That would have got you 26.
Nice. Oh, I'm playing for time for that one there, 3 up. I'll come back to that in a moment. An investigation found public opinion. Oh, a survey.
Yeah, survey, 38. And this is the lowest scoring one on the board.
Bold or daring feat. It's an exploit. There we go.
Yep.
Exploit and exploit. Good.
Exploit and exploit, which would have scored 5.
There we are. Thank
So,
you very much
thank
indeed,
you.
Hugh. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Suzanne and Martin, this is where we part company. I can't believe it. It's all gone by in a flash, these three shows. It's been lovely having you on the show. I'm sorry we're not sending you home with a lovely shiny trophy, but thanks very much for coming to play. Suzanne and Martin. But for the remaining 3 pairs, now time for round 2. Look at that. Fantastic work on the noun/verb front, particularly Rhea, our lowest individual scorer over there. And in fact, Jack and Rhea are our lowest combined scorers, all looking very good on the far podium. But best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is chemistry. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many chemical elements that contain the letters H or D for Hugh and Dennis, I'm guessing.
Yeah, perfect. Although that isn't a chemical element. You know that, do you?
No, you're right.
So we are looking for any chemical element on the periodic table that has a name containing the letters H, D, or both. And this is according to the IU pack as of the start of August 2023.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Corrie.
Hi, I'm going to go for palladium.
Palladium. Marvellous. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Palladium is right. It's a great answer, Corrie. Look at that. 1 for palladium. Superb.
Yeah, palladium has 1D. It was first isolated by a guy called William Hyde Wollaston, who named it after the asteroid Pallas, which was discovered around the same time. Pallas was a Greek goddess.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. Robin. Chemical elements with H's or D's in their names.
So I'll go for Rutherfordium.
Rutherfordium, says Robin. Let's see how many of our 100 said Rutherfordium. Oh, another one. Another one.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's got one H and one D. Very little is known about Rutherfordium. Due to its instability, it has no real practical uses. Very, very like me, in fact, in that respect. Its name is inspired by the New Zealand-born scientist Ernest Rutherford.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Rhea.
I think I'll go for radon.
Radon. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said radon? Radon is right. 1 is our high score, 1 is our low score. 4 for radon. There we are.
There you go. Radon again has one D. It's colourless and odourless, and it's a gas which is radioactive. So don't go too close to it if you come across it.
Thank you very much. We're already halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 1 and 1 is where we find Corrie, Victoria, Robin and Kate. And then 4, Rhea and Jack. So Jack, I've got a mountain to climb here, Jack. We must get a low-scoring answer from you. Maybe we'll find that elusive, pointless answer. Sometimes these rounds can produce them. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So there we are. Jack, remember we are looking for any chemical element that has the letter H, D, or indeed H and D in its name. What are you going to go for? You're the high scorers at the moment.
I think I'm going to go for cadmium.
Cadmium. Very good. We like cadmium. No red line for you as you're the high scorers, but cadmium might take us a long way down. Oh, 2 for cadmium, taking your total up to 6.
These are all so low scoring, aren't they?
know.
So cadmium is absolutely right. It's a soft metal, but it's poisonous, which limits its uses. It used to be used in rechargeable batteries, but not surprisingly, it is being phased out.
I think all for the better.
I think so.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Kate.
Okay.
You're on 1, so a score of 4 or less gets you through.
I could be making this up, but sorry in advance. Nihonium?
Nihonium.
Yeah.
Okay. Nihonium. There's your red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people said nihonium. Oh, it's good. It's good, Kate. Oh. And you were going through. It's a pointless answer as well. There we are. I knew there'd be some out there. And being a pointless answer, of course, it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. Scores you nothing, leaves your total at 1. That is marvellous.
It is a fantastic answer, yeah. And it was discovered in a lab in Japan, which is why it's called nihonium, because Nihon is the Japanese for Japan.
Oh, that's good.
Did your crews go to Japan?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
We are.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. Now, Victoria, on 1. Again, same target, 4. That'll get you through.
I'm going to have to go for rhodium.
Rhodium. Rhodium. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with rhodium. Rhodium is right. And it gets you through. Down it goes to 1 again, equaling Corrie's score and taking your total up to a lovely symmetrical 2.
Yeah, well, again, fantastic scores. So rhodium is a hard, shiny metal. It's very reflective, so it's used in searchlights, dental mirrors and giant microscopes. Well done. So for some other pointless answers, you could have had those. You could have had these: borium, gadolinium, iridium, lanthanum, molybdenum, neodymium, promethium, ruthenium, thorium. Very good on elements, though.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much indeed, Hugh, on their behalf. That brings us to the end of our second round. And it means we have to say goodbye to our next pair, Jack and Rhea. 6. This is a very, very low score to be sending a couple home on. But that is indeed the high score, so that's what we have to do. We will see you again next time. Look forward to it. Jack and Rhea, thank you so much. Thank you. But for our 2 remaining pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Victoria, Corrie, Robin and Kate. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,250. However, we now have a chance to put some more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many members of The Cure as they could. Hugh.
You're going to see 6 options. 4 are members past or present of the British rock band The Cure. 2 are scoring and 2 are pointless, and 2 aren't members of The Cure at all. So there's £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 6 potential Cure members. I give you Justin Hayward-Young, Lol Tolhurst, Mathieu Hartley, Penelope Farmer, Phil Thornalley, and Andy Anderson. There we are. Does anyone know anything about The Cure?
No.
Well, Robert Smith was the only person I was going to be able to know.
Yeah.
Is Justin Hayward-Young, is he in The Darkness?
Victoria and Corrie.
What about if we go for Penelope Farmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for Penelope Farmer.
Penelope Farmer. Should we find out if Penelope Farmer is a pointless Cure member? No. She is not a Cure member at all. Robin and Kate.
So we'll go Justin Hayward-Young.
Justin Hayward-Young. Is that a pointless member of The Cure? No. I think there's a certain genius in finding the 2 incorrect answers, just
Yeah.
as much as there is in finding the 2 pointless ones. So well done.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So Justin Hayward-Young is the lead singer of The Vaccines, and Penelope Farmer is an author known for children's fantasy novels, including Charlotte Sometimes, which is the title of a Cure song based on the novel. The members of The Cure who scored are Lol Tolhurst, that scores 2, and Mathieu Hartley is a pointless answer. So you're left now with 1 scoring and 1 non-scoring.
I'm going to say the more obscure name, but the one that might stick in your memory, is Phil Thornalley. So I think he might score points, whereas Andy Anderson might just... You might just forget about Andy Anderson.
Entirely the wrong way around.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah. Andy Anderson was the former Cure drummer who played on the Love Cats.
There we
He
are.
scores
Yeah,
2.
as we said.
And Phil Thornalley was a pointless answer.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, bad luck. We didn't find any pointless answers there, but we have learnt a lot about The Cure. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers, which is nice. Here is your first question, and it concerns kitten breeds. Hugh.
So we are about to show you 5 images of kittens. So we're going to show you every other letter in the names of the breeds of kitten. So please tell us which breed of kitten you think the fewest of our 100 people knew.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 kitten breeds, and here they come. A, M, N. B, E, Y, T, A, M, U. C, B, R, E, E. D, T, Y, E. And E, B, N, A. There we are. Now, Victoria and Corrie, you get to go first.
We're going to go for C and say Burmese.
Burmese for C. Burmese. Now, Robin and Kate, were you about to go for that one?
No. But we didn't know it. We're going to guess, I think, B. We'll say Egyptian Mew, M-I-U.
Egyptian Mew. Is that a type of cat, or you're just hoping it is because it's a bit like the noise they make?
Really hoping.
OK, right. Egyptian Mew. Well, we have got Burmese and we've got Egyptian Mew. Burmese, say Victoria and Corrie for C. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Very good, 14. Meanwhile, Robin and Kate have gone for Egyptian Mew. Let's see if that's right. It'd be lovely if it was. For B, how many of our 100 said Egyptian Mew? Is it right? No, bad luck, I'm sorry. Not Egyptian. Oh, it'd be too good to be true. But I'm afraid it's not right, which means Victoria and Corrie, well done. After 1 question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, you were in fact incredibly close because it's the Egyptian Mao with an A. That would have scored 4 had you got Egyptian Mao. The Burmese cats, according to folklore, were kept as sacred animals in temples and monasteries of Burma, and some had personal servants. And in fact, I grew up with a Burmese cat. We had a Burmese cat when I was a child. And my parents, who were mildly eccentric, treated it a bit like a dog, weirdly. And we used to take it on holiday with us every year. And it used to come for walks with us.
On a lead or
Well,
no?
it's not quite so embarrassing if it was a normal lead. My parents walked it on a 30-foot washing line.
That's just brilliant.
I know, but it was sort of awful.
Did it draw comment from passers-by?
And after a bit, my brother and I used to walk about 30 yards behind our parents. So I got very used to people walking past me going, God, have you seen those nutters? But it's a lovely, really lovely cat. He came on holiday with us. He lived to the age of 21, so it had a lot of really nice holidays and walks.
What about these other ones?
Yeah, so A is Manx cat, and that would have scored 33. E is Bengal, which I heard you whispering. That would have scored you 37, so well done for not going for that. But the lowest score on the board is the D, which is the Toiga.
That's right.
Yeah, and the Toiga is descended from the Bengal breed, and that would have scored you 1.
There we are. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. Now, here comes your second question, Robin and Kate. You've got to win this one to stay in the game. Good luck. Our second question is all about long-running BBC Radio 4 shows without radio, Hugh.
Yeah, so we're going to show you 5 long-running programmes broadcast on BBC Radio 4, but we've missed out any of the letters that appear in the word radio. So please fill in the gaps and tell us the title of the radio show that the fewest of our 100 people worked out.
OK, let's reveal our 5 long-running shows with the letters of radio missing. And we have SHPPNG, FECST, the CHES, FMUWN, CESPNENT, MSYHVENT, Clue, TYNPLMENT. Oh, haven't I made that easy? Robin and Kate, you will go first. Which one do I go for?
Oh, it's going to be a high score, but should we say the Archers?
Yeah, we'll say the Archers, second one down.
You're going to go for the Archers. Victoria and Corrie, will you talk us through the rest of the board?
Yeah, I think the top one is the shipping forecast. The bottom one, I think, is Today in Parliament. The fourth one is I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. And we think the middle one might be from our own correspondent, but we're not 100% sure on that. Which one do you want to go for? I'm sorry I haven't a clue.
OK, well, we've got the Archers and we've got I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. So Robin and Kate went for the Archers. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. That goes down to 32. Meanwhile, Victoria and Corrie have gone for I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Oh, bad luck, 33 for that, which means, well done, Robin and Kate, you're back in the game, and after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
And you're going to be very upset with yourselves because you knew everything on the board. And you had 2 answers, both of which would have beaten the Archers. So Today in Parliament, right at the bottom there, would have got 11. And From Our Own Correspondent would have got 2.
Oh.
Yeah. And right at the top there, just to clear the board, shipping forecast, 57. So you'll both be glad you didn't go for that.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. Now, here comes the decider. This is your 3rd question. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our 3rd question is all about 21st century teen stars, Hugh.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 clues relating to celebrities who were all famous teenagers before going on to have further success. So we've added the initials of each answer as an additional clue. So please tell us the answer you think is the most obscure.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. Actor who won a 2nd Emmy for her role as Rue in Euphoria in 2022, Zed. Musician who had UK #1 singles with Wrecking Ball and We Can't Stop, MC. Actor who played Mercedes in Hustlers and Emerald Hayward in Nope, KP. Singer of the UK Top 10 single Boyfriend, which went viral on social media in 2022, DC. And actor who starred in The Greatest Showman and 17 Again, ZE. Victoria and Corrie, you go first this time.
Who's DC? Yeah. We're going to go for the top answer and say Zendaya.
Zendaya, say Victoria and Corrie. Now, Robin and Kate, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Miley Cyrus is the second one. Not sure about the...
Katy Perry?
Maybe. Not sure about the next one. And then Zac Efron for the last one. I don't think we're going to beat Zendaya. Should we go Katy Perry?
Yeah, have a guess. Go for Katy Perry.
You're going to go for Katy
Perry.
Perry. So we have Zendaya and we have Katy Perry. Now, in the order they were given, Victoria and Corrie went Zendaya for the top one, Rue in Euphoria. How many of our 100 said Zendaya? Zendaya is right. That goes down to 25. Meanwhile, Robin and Kate have gone for Katy Perry, the actor who played Mercedes in Hustlers. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Katy Perry, is it right, though? No, it's not. Well, we have a clear winner then, Victoria and Corrie. Very well done. After 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Well done and hard luck. It wasn't Katy Perry, clearly. It was Keke Palmer. And that would have been a pointless answer if you had got that. So, to clear the board, what do you think?
Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus
Definitely.
would have scored 54. What about down the bottom? ZE
Zac Efron.
would have got you 38. And DC,
Remember,
shall I give you?
yeah.
Shall I tell you? Dove Cameron.
Marvellous.
And not as you thought, David Cameron.
So similar.
Yeah.
For 3 points.
Yeah.
Goodness. There we are. Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. It means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Robin and Kate. It is you to whom we say goodbye, but we'll be saying hello to you next time again, which would be lovely. We'll look forward to that. Robin and Kate, thank you very much. For Victoria and Corrie, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Victoria and Corrie. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless Trophy. You now have the chance to win the Pointless Jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. Well, we've got into a pattern of just giving away the jackpot every show, so it'd be nice to keep that going. What would you like to see come up this round?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen.
songs. Food and drink. We're
Food
quite
and
good
drink.
at food and drink.
Yeah, maybe sports.
Sports.
Sports, OK. I mean, these things often feature. Let's hope something that you like is going to be on the board. There'll be 4 choices, as ever. And today's selection looks like this. 2000 Days in Politics, Medieval Literature, Frank Sinatra, 2023 Six Nations Grand Slam winners. What do we think?
What do you want to go for?
Not politics.
Not politics. Frank Sinatra, in the case it's a word in a song. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
We're going to go for Frank Sinatra,
Frank
please.
Sinatra.
So we're looking for any feature film in which Frank Sinatra has been credited with an acting appearance. That's according to IMDb. And we're looking for the title of any song on the 2011 Frank Sinatra compilation, Sinatra Best of the Best. So good luck to you both, and good luck to you at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
The Guys and Dolls is in that, because that's one of my favourite films. It's in an early film with Marilyn Monroe, but I can't think what that is.
Summer Wind.
A Summer Wind, yeah. Oh, what's the one that did with David Bowie? Little Drummer Boy, is it? That might be on there because it was a...
Christmassy.
Yeah, I know it's Christmassy, but it is...
Right, on Best of.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, that one's quite obvious.
What other songs might be on there? Everything that I can think of is really too well known.
You can do the film and the 2 tracks.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Guys and Dolls,
Yeah.
and a Summer
Wind.
and Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're done.
Are you happy? OK, we'll stop the clock. There we are. We love stopping the clock. That's very impressive. What answers are you going to give me?
From Frank Sinatra films, we're going to say Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls.
And then tracks on the Sinatra Best of Best, we're going to say Summer
Wind.
Summer Wind.
Summer Wind.
And we're going to say Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie.
Little Drummer Boy. Of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think possibly a Summer Wind.
Summer Wind we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably Little Drummer Boy.
OK, Little Drummer Boy. And we put Guys and Dolls in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Drummer Boy, Guys and Dolls, Summer Wind. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We've got Little Drummer Boy, we've got Guys and Dolls, and we've got Summer Wind. Now, if one of these answers turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you, you have the delightful task of spending £1,250. What would you like to spend it on, Victoria?
I think we'd probably see a show in London.
Yeah, have a nice theatre weekend.
Theatre
Oh,
weekend.
wouldn't that be fun? That'd be great. Corrie, anything you want to add to that, or that's it?
No, I've got my eye on a couple of things recently, so yeah, perhaps Moulin Rouge, maybe a new show.
Very good indeed. I see a lovely weekend coming together. Right, well, Little Drummer Boy is your first answer. In this case, we're looking for tracks on Sinatra, Best of the Best. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Little Drummer Boy. No, I'm afraid an incorrect answer there. Let's swiftly move on to Guys and Dolls. In this case, we're looking for Frank Sinatra films. £1,250 riding on it. How many people said Guys and Dolls? Might it be pointless? Guys and Dolls, absolutely right. Just has to take us all the way down to 0. Little Drummer Boy was incorrect. Guys and Dolls takes us down into single figures. Still going down with Guys and Dolls to 5. 5 for Guys and Dolls. So we now go back to tracks on Best of the Best. Summer Wind. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Please, can this be pointless? £1,250 is yours if it is. Well, it's right. We went all the way down to 5 with Guys and Dolls. Little Drummer Boy was wrong, but Summer Wind takes us down into single figures. Still we go down, passing 5, still going down, looking very good. There we are! Summer Wind is a pointless answer and has just won you £1,250. Fantastic. Oh, Hugh, what about that?
Yeah, Little Drummer Boy was David Bowie and Bing Crosby, not Frank Sinatra.
Oh, of course it was, yeah.
Yeah. But let's have a look at some of the pointless answers, starting with Frank Sinatra's films. You could have had Anchors Away, Around the World in 80 Days, Marriage on the Rocks, The Manchurian Candidate. Moving on to tracks on Sinatra, Best of the Best, you could have had these. I've Got You Under My Skin, Something Stupid, 3 Coins in the Fountain, You Make Me Feel So Young. Other pointless answers, Love and Marriage, I Get a Kick Out of You, My Kind of Town, They Can't Take That Away From Me, and Summer Wind. So very well done, and very well done at home if you got a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Hugh, and thanks once again to our winning players, Victoria and Corrie, who take away today's jackpot of £1,250. Brilliant. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Hugh.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.